people down at our lower levels. It's like the coins change falling down, trickle, 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 trickle down, till we get some on the end, like mining gold. So we are mining gold. We're mining space minerals. And so we've got the level off in space, and, the Elon Musk people, Bezos and Richard, they all have their, people and going into space, and they've already bought up the moon and where they're living and all that. But those of us that are going to stay on the planet, we're still going to probably want to use the chain. What they call it, blockchain, is because of the security we're doing.
Blockchain.
Yeah, Bitcoin is the first one, and there's that one, Ethereum, or something. There's 4 or 5, but there's 6 main ones that are traded. So, but that's what you want to watch, is how always be trying to keep up and do those online remote things if you're going to learn about that. Are you following the?
Yeah.
Did you go to that one over in Dubai, or did you visit or do the remote one?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. A lot of the people around the world that have the big companies, especially in Orlando, Disney, there's a whole bunch of people that have the biggest corporate conglomerates because they're going to the, blockchain, because we're all internet cyberspace now. We're all at home now.
Yeah.
So we're all using the same tools, Google, Microsoft Teams. We're all social media, Facebook, Twitter. So they've got it all locked up, and so they're trying to incorporate how we're all doing the same story, because anything we do at any level, we can't blog up the little cogs in the cognition and the cogs in the system. So, we'll still have all the same reality base because it's historically correct to use archetypes, which the 22 major in the Arcana are, even in the Kabbalah, we're using all our ancient tools and putting them in today's reality is all it is. So all you have to do is try to stay cutting edge, and especially with what you're doing, because mixing, everybody's on Amazon. Amazon is just a tool. Everybody uses YouTube. Everybody uses Amazon. Everybody uses Google. Everybody uses Microsoft. And you can't not use it. It's like back in the old day with AT&T. We didn't have that many when they were putting up, it's AT&T. They made the conglomerate. They made it break up, right, because it's too big. But right now they're looking at, are they going to break up everything in the cyberspace? Because we got so big so quick. And all the countries, the big guys around the world, right now we got the Silk Road coming in. Because see, what happened is the people over in China already beat us. I was back in the day before we had the internet, and I was working with China and Singapore and all those people. So I know what you're talking about, and I know how once you get behind the 8 ball, it's very hard to catch up. Sort of like with the marijuana industry, so to speak, that we finally started talking years ago about it being real. All the Willie Nelson had I was in the Eco Expo '93, and he was right next to me, and he had hemp building, and I had cork building. I was going over to Spain and getting the tree bark and being an alternative to leather. So we get on these cutting edges, but it's been 30. Let's see, that was 89, 93. So what is it now? So we were starting that, and now the message is just getting out, sort of like eco-friendly. Back then we were fighting over plastic and paper bags. Now we're much more about fighting for, do we want to eat things with faces that have mothers versus plants, but plants are alive too. So everything is life. And so once you get to that point, you have to decide. But you've already made a decision. I'm proud of you because you came with a reality that was in check. So you already manifested at least 2 things, and you're going with Amazon and this and doing your, manifesting blockchain or playing the stocks. But now we've got E-Trade, and everything's e-commerce now. You know that. But you've got to build your have you got your database? Have you got your people? You got your tribe?
Well, there's this online program that I'm participating in, and they do have a Facebook group. And I haven't been active at all. I have just looked at what people have written so far, about their concerns and what they need help with. But I have
Well,
a coach.
globally, blockchain is in, and the federal government, I'm trying to get in on it, too, for my business, for my tribe. But it's really hard because our government, I'm on the waiting list, but, internationally, globally. But my government, where I live in the United States, you're in New York, so you understand. In the United States, we're still having trouble with Congress voting it in for us in our country. So I think that's why they only allowed 80 people over in Dubai, and they had to all be, because of the COVID, so many feet apart. So they only allowed 80 globally to attend. I got to attend, though. I was fortunate. I had a mega rich person, because like a Michael Jackson person above the Chinese and above, what I'm saying, those people that you don't know who they are. But because I had punched the right button to get involved with the ATMs, because when I was a truck driver, I kept asking, before I kept asking for the Internet because I worked for the government and I had to help create the Internet. So they took over my Ascension, like for what we do with all my stuff, like with Michael Jackson, because they would want me to do readings online and do the 1-800 numbers and stuff, and I wouldn't do it. So, but Dionne Warwick did with this other girl. They did that, Psychic Network. But we had a big fight in California over it because we had to do the Eco Expo, and then the flame retarded for the banners and all that. But anyway, I met with them, and I told them they'd just add a word. So the clerk, we were sitting there, me and the blonde, the other lady, they had me and her. I had to fly in from Hawaii, and we were bitching back and forth about Psychic Network, Psychic Channel Network, Psychic, and she said, "Can't y'all just be friends?" I said, "Friends." She said, "Okay." And the lady said, "Psychic Friends Network, that'll work," but she didn't want to agree with it, and we weren't going to agree on anything because we were agreeing to disagree. So the clerk made the decision. She said, "That's it. You have Psychic Network." That was me because I already had it federal number, and it says, "You have Psychic Friends Network." So the clerk at the county in Orange County changed it, and that one little thing created a whole reality. And they got all the money that I didn't want with Michael Jackson. I should have done it then, but I didn't care. But I walked away from so many deals like that. So see, that's why I think you're going to do good, because you are bringing your two together. You're making a hybridization. So what you're going to do is decide how to get your little money coming in with your, Amazon set up. And have you already got your domain and your website set up?
Well, I do have a website, but the thing is that it's not live. I don't think that I need to go live at this point because I'll be selling through Amazon, and it's all about what products I pick to sell.
Oh, you're just setting up a shop, e-commerce, like a Etsy or something, but you're just doing it through Amazon, choosing what you're going to sell.
That's how I'm starting.
And
maybe I'll expand later on, but for now it's just about choosing products that are going to have a high return on investment. And, like I spotted one that looks good, and I just wanted to see if I'm on the right track with that product, because I don't want to end up choosing a product that's going to get me in the red.
Well, do what you love and create it yourself. You're just looking for, there's billions of people out there, entrepreneurs like myself, and for years we've already been trained to do the copyrights and do the world, how to do it right. So if you're at the entrepreneurial level and you're just starting your digital business online, then, you've got your whole world ahead of you. But you've got to make sure that you do what you love, because you're going to be doing it the rest of your life. So you're going to be the sole owner? You're the owner, sole owner?
Yeah, I'm the sole owner. I'm a solopreneur right now.
Solopreneur. All right. Well, those are great. I cut my teeth on those years and years ago with Psi seminars and Tony Robbins. So did Janet.
oh yeah.
Janet,
I
what
love
do you
Tony
think?
Robbins.
Yeah, Janet, what do you think of this lady? Are you learning a lot, or just getting it?
I've seen people be very successful on their Amazon. I mean, I've heard about it. Don't know anybody personally. Sounds like a great idea. I thought about it for a moment, but then life just something.
Well, you sell books, Janet. You and I have Amazon accounts.
Right.
You and I sell
books.
I'm
not sure what you're selling, but some people.
Well, she's an entrepreneur, but
it really takes off.
Well, she didn't want to give away her products yet because she's.
No, I'm not saying to give away products. There's some background music. I'm not sure where it's coming from. Anyway,
okay.
No, what I'm just saying is, what was I saying? I think it's a good idea. You know, we all have to reinvent ourselves. We're here in COVID. It's going round and round again. So it's time to figure out what to do. So whatever you focus on, if you give it your attention and you, if you like it, I think it's important to like what you're doing. We spend the first half of our life or whatever it is doing things that we don't necessarily like. But COVID has given us an opportunity to really focus what we like to do and then make that work. So that's what I get, that you're going to finally find something that you enjoy, and you're going to base this based on things that you like, things that you might want to buy or, you know, get behind. And then it's going to work much better than even, you know, before COVID when we were working for somebody else.
You better look at my company, American Communications Online. Look at what I do, because we help brand. I'm a brander of companies and associations, profit, nonprofit, individual LLCs, all that. I've done it for years and years as ACIR. But I only do it like Assured Confidential Investigative Reports, because not everybody wants this. Everybody has non-disclosure, so you can't talk about it. So, but see, everybody's now moved into cyberspace. Everybody is a publisher. Everybody can have their own platform. Everybody can have their free day in court, so to speak, with YouTube or BitChute for those that get knocked off. So now the whole deal is to be an original human being. You're getting tracked anyway. We're all tracked globally by our IPC code and our phone. Matter of fact, I couldn't even get my TV in my living room because I'm always on my big one in my back room for me, because I have a bad back and neck. But anyway, when I went in there, they had to have me take my phone and identify who I am from my master bedroom to my living room, because I don't ever go listen to my own TV in the living room. So this is how security works now in cyberspace. And it said it was for your own good that Google wanted to know who I was. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm in my house. This is my TV and my... You know, but they said, no, but you have to have a phone with you, because I've got 3 or 4 of them. But I took my business phone in there and, you know, give them a Google. So make sure that you understand that each one of us is in the same boat. We're all in the same canoe, paddling, you know, over the stars and Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, you're watching the stars and the moons go by, right? So we're all we're equal. Every one of us is a separate unit, but we are all in what's the collective consciousness now in cyberspace. So it's like, I want you to tune into this show. It just started, and it's called Race. What is this show? You'll see what the world's really like. It was Race Around the World or something. Amazing Race. Watch that. It was filmed before the COVID. It just came out yesterday again. It's COVID-19. They filmed it around the world. Now, why I'm telling you to watch that is the reality is when I was an investigator traveling around the world before I met Michael Jackson, I was going around the world, meeting all these famous people and going to all these and learning about the world and how it really worked, you know, with countries and who ran the countries and how intelligence worked, and after World War II and the French Connection and how there was France and Germany and who was who, you know, and I learned that all this was staged. It was political, it was religious, it was educational, it was entertainment. And I watched all these different groups create these corporations and stores and names and brands, McDonald's and Macy's and Navy Federal Exchange or Navy Exchange, and how it all It didn't matter if it was owned by the government or if it was owned by civilians, but they separated it by countries depending on who was in charge. So basically our cultures separate us. So you are going to be part of the new United States of America because of your location.